While we were on our shoot yesterday, I absolutely stacked it. It was late at night, it was dark, I had a big rucksack on, and I had a camera, a Nikon, with quite a big cinema lens attached to it, attached to the strap on my rucksack, and I slipped on a loose rock, and I just hit the deck. I've got scraped knees, I've got a bruise on my chest from kind of hugging the camera in tight. And when this happened, there was a group of teenage boys behind us, probably no more than 14, 15, and I fell. The first thought was, is the camera safe? Second thought was, am I hurt? The answers luckily were yes and no. And then finally I thought, are those boys behind me going to laugh at me? Which is kind of weird, you know, I'm an adult man, I'm twice their age, and there is this slight concern that I've made a fool of myself in front of other people, and people whose opinions actually don't matter to me, but what if they say something, or what if they walk past and they laugh? And, you know, I stood up, dusted myself down, had a good laugh about it with Asher, who I was shooting with, and carried on walking, albeit a little bit slower on account of the incredibly sore knee I now had. And these boys walked past us not very long after, and all they said was Merry Christmas, and then carried on in their own world, joking and laughing about something from school. And this was a really good reminder that other people actually don't really give a shit about what I'm doing. And I think there's a really useful thing to take from that around the idea of being creative and putting stuff online. We posted our first episode today of a series of videos we're doing about the founding of our company, or the refounding of our company, as it kind of is. First one went out on LinkedIn yesterday, it's coming out on YouTube tomorrow, and it's something that makes me feel very self-conscious to put out something like this that is very open, very honest, and work that I'm proud of, and you kind of want a response, right? And it's come out and there's not been a huge one. Not a lot of people have interacted with it other than people I actually know in real life who are really supportive. People whose opinions actually really matter. But I think it's so easy to think when you put something out online that everyone else is going to laugh at you or think it's silly or funny or cringe. And maybe they do think that, you know, maybe when I hit the deck, those boys did have a laugh to themselves. I probably would have done if I was in their shoes. But does it matter? Should I care? Why should I care about the opinion of a bunch of kids walking behind me? Why should I care about the opinion of other people that are seeing my stuff online that I'm putting out? If I'm making something and I'm proud of it and I'm pleased that it's out there, that should be enough. Not that I was pleased or proud of falling over dramatically, but it was also okay to do that, and I could laugh about it. I wasn't hurt, nothing was wrong with the situation. And what the voice in my head said of, are these kids going to laugh at you, is not true at all. The truth is they actually don't care. And the same is true, I think, when you post stuff online, when you're sharing stuff. A lot of people don't really care about it. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's okay to just share stuff and shout into the void, especially if it's stuff that I'm making for myself, not necessarily for an audience. An audience is good. I think I'll talk maybe about that tomorrow and what I want in an audience, what I want out of sharing stuff online. But I don't think the fear of being laughed at is a good enough reason not to share something.